Murdoch Bradford. I stared at my ID. The warped plastic a long, obsolete thing. Petroleum was hard to come by in space. I looked different than I once had so long ago. A dark-haired and brash boy with a bleeding heart. Hell, I looked different than I had a year ago. I glanced up and caught myself in the reflection of a window. Pale hair, paler eyes. The eyes, aside from the pupil, those were the same, at least until the green seeped in. A stark reminder that we could change too. Nothing was permanent. From a small cryo-freezer beneath a cabinet, I unloaded a delicate vial, the contents within smoking with cold. The few milliliters within would thaw in minutes, as I gathered a sterile syringe from the radiator purging chamber, RPC, a rather nuclear alternative to the autoclave. I recalled disposable syringes, once upon a time. But once again, no petroleum. No polymerized hydrocarbons that were safe for medical use, and a major burden on waste. Not to mention the hell that microplastics weighed on air filtration systems. I dutifully assembled the plunger to the barrel and locked in the hub to a needle made of a synthetic titanium diamond amalgam. It was the only thing that could pierce hybreed skin reliably. Normal needles had been enough for me, not too long ago. With a careful grip, I warmed the mostly thawed tube in my palm before drawing the contents into the syringe. A small air bubble hovered in the barrel around the 1.5 mark, and I ignored it. It was too small an amount of air to do any damage. The little bubble was far less likely to cause an embolism than a misplaced injection. I popped the syringe by the flange into my mouth, dropped the hip of my pants to the side, and grabbed the needle. "Doc, is this like a good idea?" Mariel's tinny voice rang out, ever my voice of reason and occasional conscience. I'd never claimed the ship to be a good one. As good as any, Jiminy. I took the syringe and plunged it into my hip, depressed the plunger and hissed. With a harried capping, I disassembled the syringe and tossed it into the RPC for cleanup. "You used to only need a top-up every few solar rotations." Mariel's tone held a note of caution. That was before Noel. I rubbed the injection site while shuffling to the hollow chamber, where people assumed I went to jerk off. They were wrong, and I preferred it that way.